All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Street Smart Millionaire. Today, we have one of my longtime students and longtime coaches, Greg Gale from Scottsdale, Arizona. So, Greg, there are two groups of people. There are people that want to get bigger and people that want to get better. Which group are you in?
Better.
And what does that mean to you to get better?
Gosh, a little better with my relationships, a little better with my conversion, better with my team, better in every piece.
Are people that going to get better, are they going to get bigger eventually?
Yes.
Cool. So what is it with people that just want to get bigger up front? What's lacking when they have that philosophy?
Gosh, the foundation, the details, the infrastructure.
You know, I had a coach call me last night and he lost a past client and he had a team member that took care of the past client and he wasn't that involved. And he's all mad at the team member that left that kept one of his past clients. Who should he really be mad at?
Himself for not staying involved in the process and being the head of.
Could him and his wife taken it was $1 million deal. He made 30 grand on it. Could him and his wife taken a basket of like houseware goods to the people to thank him?
100%.
Did he do that?
No.
Did he stay in touch on the phone?
No.
Did he follow up and invite the guy to happy hours and parties?
Doesn't sound like it.
So it was a transaction. What was it?
Transactional. Yeah, transactional.
Now, this was the great guy, one of your fellow coaches. We all make mistakes. I had a client earlier today that I was doing a coaching call with. There was a client of mine for 5 years, left and went to one of my competitors and came back. And now I do a monthly Zoom call with her myself on top of her coaching. Why am I doing that?
To practice what you preach, stay in relationship.
I didn't give her enough last time she was with me, did I?
Right.
That's why she left. So, do you lose clients?
Absolutely.
Do you lose employees?
Absolutely.
Do you lose referral sources?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Not staying in good enough relationship with them.
Cool. Really boils down to, are you taking care of them or not taking care of them, correct?
Correct.
So you've been one of my students for how long?
Gosh, I got my first CD at the end of 2008.
So figure, what is that, 17 years you've been with me at some form or another?
Yes.
And how long have you been in the mortgage business?
20.
So you've been in it 20 years and 17 of it you've been with me. Why would you stay with a guy like me so long?
Well, you get results.
Well, I think that is at the bottom line what it is, isn't it? You know, I look at like when I ask you, like, there's words that mean something to me, like the word core values. Like, why do people hire you? Why do people hire me? Because they want to make more, save more, give more. I'm clear what I do. You've made more money with me than you did before me. You've saved a lot of money. You give a lot of money away. So it's a 20-year career. How'd you get in the mortgage business?
Man, so I was a personal trainer and ran a martial arts school. And my very first client was a mortgage broker. Her name was Kathy. And she didn't get me in the business, actually, but she got my wife into the business. And over the 5 years that I was a personal trainer, my wife just kind of moved up the ladder with the company. She was, front desk, assistant processor. She worked her way to be the assistant to the owner, the lady that I was still training.
Wow.
And after 5 years, I just realized I was capped with my income. I was working, 14-hour days, training a bunch of people, but you couldn't train any more people. And so my wife, she said, hey, why don't you get into the mortgage business? I got a top producer that's looking to hire. I'm like, all right. So I interviewed with him. His name was JB. This is 2005, right before his birthday. And I became his assistant. So I was his LP1. I was, he'd take all the apps, meet with the client, then he'd hand them over to me and I'd close all the deals. And we had a little small operation processor and stuff. And then, that led up to 2008 when everything kind of crumbled around us. And actually he passed away in an ATV accident late 2008. And that's when I found the core the month after that.
And then you decided to be a loan rep, straight commission, right?
Yeah, I had to. That's exactly what I had to do. My son was born the next month. My wife was out of the business. It was only me. Had lost my mentor. And fortunately, you showed up the next month so I could have a new mentor and coach.
Well, I look at, like I work for the number one mortgage owner in America, across country, and he has pretty much done it on his own. How many people can say that?
Not many.
Like maybe guys like Elon Musk and, all the crazy wealthy people of the world. But for guys like me and you, I've had 10 mentors. How many have you had?
Gosh, maybe 6.
So 6 different coaches and mentors in your life that have helped. I wouldn't be where I am without the 10 guys. Like somebody taught me how to be on stage. Somebody taught me how to sell. Somebody taught me how to run a team. Somebody taught me how to save money. Somebody taught me how to invest money. Somebody taught me how to coach. I mean, everything somebody taught me how to be a husband. Somebody taught me how to be a Christian. I have teachers in every part of my life. Do you agree with that?
Everything's just a learned skill, but you need somebody in each part to help you out with that.
Now, coming from martial arts, how big is mentoring and coaching and teaching?
It's essential. It's the only way you're going to learn how to do the things and how to apply the things, and then also how to then teach other people the things.
You know, there was a TV show 25 years ago, I don't know if you remember, called Kung Fu. And it was a show with David Carradine, and he lived in a Tibetan, like a monastery, like with monks. And there was an old blind bald guy. And he said, "Grasshopper, when you can take the stone out of my hand, you can leave." And for years, the kid tried to snatch the stone out of this blind rich guy's, and he never could. And he had to learn all these lessons and learn all these things about life. And then he went out on his own and he became a teacher. And I look at me and you, and we were both students for a long time, and then we became teachers. And I look at my business, and we have a different kind of business. You're still in production, correct?
Right.
So you'll close 15 to 20 loans a month personally?
Yep.
And you have a small branch. How many salespeople work for you?
4.
And how much business will they do?
They'll do another 15 to 20.
So they'll do another 15 to 20. So you'll put up 30 to 40 loans a month.
Yeah.
And you run what's called a net branch. What does that mean?
Basically where I get the money and then figure it out. So run a true P&L.
Right. So you're like an exclusive broker. Instead of selling to a bunch of lenders, you just sell the Nova Home Loans, which is a really good, really small private company, mostly in Arizona, correct?
Yeah.
And you've been at that company how long?
It'll be the same, 17 years. I moved.
So with all the money being thrown around, all the money being offered to top producers to move, I'm sure you get lots of offers. How come you've never moved?
Oh my gosh. There's just the grass is really just never greener. What's nice about the core is I get to hang out with everyone in all these other companies, and we're all just kind of the same. Like we all have issues and challenges, and no one's like super dialed. It's the only place to be, or we'd all be there.
You know, I coach a national sales director of a company that years ago was a student. Then he became a coach. Now he's a national sales director. You remember Brian Smith, correct?
Yeah.
So one of your peers for a long time was a great student in Ohio, became a really good coach. Now he took a non-producing national sales manager's job. And I asked him, what is the value statement of your company? Why should people work there? And he gave me some stuff, and it went on for like a paragraph. Was it clear?
No.
Was it simple?
No.
No. So I think that here's a guy that's been with me a long time that doesn't really know his core value statement. Like when you think of your realtors, why should they use you?
Well, I just make them more money.
Cool. So you make your realtors more money. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why they should use you. Why should a client use you?
I will help them make more money.
The client?
Yeah.
You'll help them make more money with their house?
They accumulate wealth in real estate.
Cool. I think it has to be really simple. I think if you're a realtor, you have to be a great negotiator. I think if you work in realtors, I help you close your deals on time to make you more money, and I'll protect your money with the borrowers. I help you make the most money in this real estate transaction. You agree? It has to be really simple.
That's it.
I look at words like value proposition, mission, vision, purpose, motivation. When I look at those 5 words, who's the clearest on those words?
You.
And who's clearer than me? People that are bigger than me are what?
People that are bigger than you are clearest on their visions.
Cool. They're clear on their vision,
And purpose.
on their purposes, on their motivation, on their core value system. Now, somebody asked me late last night, I was in a meeting about 10:30 last night with one of my guys who works for me that you know how, and we were talking about how do you stay so motivated? And it's those 5 words keep me motivated. Like, what are my core values? What is my mission? My mission is other people's money. What is my vision? 400 clients making $1 million. Right now, we have 340 level 3 clients, 181 make $1 million. Am I clear on these visions and data?
Chris, the one thing over the years, Rick, you and I were sitting on the boat 2 weeks ago that wasn't going anywhere. And it dawned on me, you've just gotten even simpler as you've gone through the business.
Now, listen, as I get older and as I've gotten wealthier, I've gotten simpler and clearer. And I think that the people that I meet, like, I pursue a lot of wealthy people more than anybody else. Would you agree? I pursue wealthy people more than anybody.
100%.
So I try to meet with one wealthy person a month in my community or in the country that's doing as well as me or better than me. Does that make sense? So, and as I talk to these people, they are enthusiastic. They are vision driven. They have a vision and they have a purpose on why they're doing it. And it may not even be a great purpose, but it's a what?
Yeah, it's a purpose and it keeps them going.
And I look at people that are not doing as well as you. Like, you're in that $1 million a year club every year, no matter what. Just solid, do a good job, have a good family, be really balanced. Let's talk about your process at getting some new realtors. Do you get new realtors?
Yeah, well, with your help too, I kind of lost focus of that over the last couple of years and just kind of worked with the ones I had. And then when the market shifted, I didn't shift really fast enough to go after the new realtors you just never stop chasing new realtors.
You never stopped. You agree?
Right.
Like, listen, there's a lot of coaching companies. Our coaching company always grows because I'm always out. Like Monday, I'll be in Phoenix. I'll get in front of 150 realtors and lenders. I'll have a happy hour with 30 of my clients. I'm always trying to acquire and retain new clients. And I only chase whales. A whale is anybody over 25 million in business. I only chase people that do over 25 million. Do you agree with that?
Crystal clear, very simple.
Do you whale hunt realtors over 25 million?
Yes.
What does that look like?
That's all. Well, for me, it's typically it's looking for an introduction. So since I already work with some big realtors, I just ask for them to make an intro to the people that they know, because I look up their numbers and see like, hey, I know you know this person. Would you mind making an introduction for me?
So you do a third-party introduction. I like that.
Yeah, that's the easiest way. The other is
open the door to them. Will they talk to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so then you talk to them. Do you try and meet with them?
100%.
And when you're meeting with them with a whale, what are you trying to do?
Trying to find out what their needs are, what their challenges are.
So can you meet their needs and challenges? What do you do to work on a connection? Because I normally believe the more people and me get along, the better we can do business.
Yeah, so I'm looking for commonalities. Do they have kids like me, kids that maybe are younger, kids that maybe are a little older? I can ask them questions about that. If they're about the same age, we have things in common. So trying to find those commonalities. Maybe they golf like me. Maybe they like sports.
How much socializing do you do a week with realtors? 1 time, 2 times, 5 times?
I'd say at least 2 as a group, 2.
So you do 2 social activities a week. What kind of social activities do you do?
I do a 9-hole golf with agents and VIPs on Friday morning before it gets too hot. So we book a 9-hole. It's 9-hole and breakfast. So we play golf and then all of us hang out and have breakfast together.
Love that. What else do you do every week?
Now it's getting into sports season. So it's going to turn into hanging out and, watching Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football.
Cool. I believe in socializing with clients. Why?
You should do life with clients.
I think people deal with people they like. Do you agree with that?
For sure.
I believe a lot of industries and a lot of salespeople don't really get to know their clients. It makes it very what?
Transactional.
Yes. What's the difference between the transaction and a relationship?
Well, I like to use examples. If I was a realtor or a lender, I funded the deal or they handed them the keys and then they just never talk to them again and they get dumped into some CRM that sends them cold emails. Versus relational is you're calling them a couple days after the close. How was the move? How many boxes you got left? How's it going? You showed up on moving day. Hey, I bought you pizza. I got you 2 liter of Coke. You're just in relationship with them. And then you take them out to dinner after the dust settles.
So what's the problem with being relational in business?
You can't do that if you have super high volume.
So you can't do a lot of deals relationally. Do you agree with that?
Right.
So what's the most a loan rep can do relationally?
15 to 20.
Cool. As a coach, what's the most people a good coach can coach?
12.
12 to 15, you agree?
12 to 15.
So I coach 15, you coach 12. I've got 30 coaches. So that's how I coach 340 students. coaching is a relationship thing where you get to know them, you work with them, you review data, you're going over stuff. So I think that you can do 15 to 20 deals a month relationally. Now, what's the advantage to relationship business?
High conversion, low cost, less headaches.
And more revenue. What else is it?
Well, more revenue. Yeah.
Why?
Well, because you're not paying for a bunch of stuff and
Well,
we know.
will people pay for trust?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will you pay more to deal with somebody you trust?
Because I trust someone. Yeah.
Yes. I will pay more to deal with somebody I trust. Give me an example. I was at a car auction a month ago. You know, I love my car collection, and I got a couple pieces left I want. So I want a couple monster trucks. Monster truck is like an old truck mounted on a new truck. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So I went to this auction, and there was this super cool black 1961 Chevy on a 2019 suspension and frame and motor with a 2019 dash and a 2019 interior with a 1961 truck wrapped around it. Cool, right?
Wow. Cool.
So I buy it. I track down who built it, and I call the guy who built it. And he has a Dodge version of the same thing built on a 2020 Ram. Did I buy it sight unseen?
Yes.
Did I pay more?
Yes.
Why?
Because you trusted the guy? Because you
I've already got his truck, and I see how good it is. So I trusted his workmanship. So it got delivered today. It's great. I drove it around. It drives great. The details are great. It's a 75-year-old man that builds one truck a year, and he custom makes every part on these old trucks mounted on these new trucks. Does that make sense? But I had
Rosie in the
because I already had one of his cars. So listen,
Yes.
when people trust, they will repeat and refer. What will they do?
Repeat and refer.
Cool. So how many repeat and referral clients of your 15 do you get a month?
Gosh, I'd say about a third.
So you get about 5 to 7 deals a month that are repeat or referred, correct?
Oh, yeah.
The rest are newly referred from your current realtor case, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And you have about how many realtors that refer you?
Gosh, I was just doing it the other day. There's over 50 that are A's and B's for me.
So you have 50 realtors that refer you. How many are like lockdown, massive referrers?
Oh, 9.
So you got 9 great relationships and 41 that vary, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Do you think every business person in every industry needs 50 referral sources? Yes.
That depends on the business, but they would like that, yes.
I have 35 coaches that refer me, correct?
Right.
I have my current and past members that refer me, correct?
Yep.
I have about 9 corporations that I coach that are owners of corporations that I coach that refer me, correct?
Yep.
I have way more than 50 people referring me. You need at least 50
better model.
good referral partners. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
My plumber, who I love, who makes $2 million a year, has 50 property managers. You need at least 50 good referral sources. Why not 100?
That's a good target. 100's too many to take care of it being a
Yes, you
superficial.
can't be in relationship. So you need like between 25 and 50 good referral sources that are a source of business that refer you. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
Now,
there's like a magic number for people to be targeting.
yes. Now, can you call 50 people a week?
Yes.
Can you call 100 people a week? Probably none.
No.
So
Not with any good
between
substance.
calling your current leads, calling your current clients, calling your past clients, you can make about 50 follow-up calls with referral partners.
Correct.
This is about what you can handle in any industry or just our industry.
I think any industry. Call's a call.
Now, I was coaching a good client today, a realtor that used to be a client, left, went to my competitor and came back, which gives me great what?
Joy.
Frustration that she left because I wasn't taking good care of her, and joy that she came back. So I feel super responsible to help her. So I'm doing some private coaching with her. She had 7 sides. She only brought in $42,000 in revenue, and she spends 30. Her business is no good. Why?
Broken. Low margin. Very transactional.
She has a high margin. She gets 3% on every deal. What's the problem?
Well, high revenue, but the
low sales price. What does she have? There's a high margin and a low sales price. So we have to target market some bigger deals. So she's in a small town that are mostly small. You're in Scottsdale where it's mostly what?
Big.
Big. Derek Polder and Kay Watanabe are in Tucson. It's mostly what?
Smaller.
So yours is mostly big. Tucson is mostly small. Where this lady is in Tennessee, it's mostly small. But are there some big deals in Tucson?
Absolutely.
Kay's always arguing with me there's no big deals. Do you know there's 100 properties listed for over $1 million in Tucson right now?
That's some big deals.
Cool. So I asked this lady to look up how many deals over 500,000 listed in her town. There were 122 listed over 500. So she has to do specific target marketing. You can do blanket marketing. Why?
Right. Because I got big deals all around me.
Everything in Scottsdale is expensive. Okay. Everybody in Scottsdale is rich. Everybody is beautiful like you, and everybody is fit. That's how Scottsdale is. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Like I wintered there for 6 months. I felt like a fish out of the water. I didn't fit in. Why?
You were driving your Dodge and you felt
I'm driving a Dodge. I mean, I'm not fancy. I'm not very good looking. I'm not like one of the beautiful people in the world. I don't wear fancy jeans. I just didn't fit in. But I'm just telling you, everything there is bigger sales price. So if you're in an area or an industry that has a high sales price, you need to capture on that. If you're in an area that doesn't, you need to specifically target. Do you agree?
Target,
Dude,
yes.
I've got this lady whale hunting 25 whales a week. Now, she wants to make a lot of money. She's got 3 kids. She's only making 25 grand a month after expenses, which is a lot of money. But in our world, it's what?
Not enough.
In my world, you make 85 grand or 100 grand, you're not doing well. If you don't make 85 to 100 grand a month, you're not doing well in our world, in the car world. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So our bar is really what?
High.
So she's with us, like you, she's got to make 100 grand a month. Now, there are people that's not enough. How do you feel about that?
Depends on what their purpose is, but I think that might be a little greedy.
Here's what I will tell you. I think 100 grand a month is more than enough to live in a mansion, raise great kids, support a bunch of charities, save 300 grand a year, and accumulate massive wealth. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
I think everything over $1 million is gravy. So for me, I've made $1 million 30 years in a row since 1995. I always hit it by like February or March. The rest of it is just what?
Gravy.
You agree with that philosophy?
Yes.
Now, how do you go from $1 million to $5 million?
Leverage.
Cool. I have 35 coaches and 38 loan reps. What do I have that you don't have?
Massive leverage.
Now, my boss your company has how many loan reps?
130.
Our company has 3,100. My boss has what?
Massive leverage.
Now, you look at like United Wholesale in the broker world, Rocket Mortgage in the direct consumer, Cross Country in the direct retail. They all have thousands of salespeople. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
So I have 37. You have 4. So it's all scalable, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I will tell you, when you have a big business and it doesn't work, it what? It's freaking ugly. What is it?
It sucks. Yeah, it's ugly.
Now, when you have a little business and it doesn't work, it's a little ugly. Maybe you close 10 deals instead of 17. You have a bad month. Does that make sense?
Right.
You still make 60, 70 grand. So I know that you range between about 65 and about 150 a month, correct?
Yep.
What would make it more stable?
Really trimming the relationships, right? So trimming down that list, getting very targeted on the top.
So instead of 9 great ones, maybe you took it to 14. You agree?
Right. Yeah.
Because a great realtor can send you a deal a month.
Yeah. Little changes would do it.
Cool.
Yeah. Little
Now, let's talk about your investment strategy. So you own how many homes?
2.
And what do they like?
The one I got was last year. It was, 5,000. You want the numbers or the size?
It's about 5,000 square feet worth about what?
5,000 square feet worth about $3 million.
About $3 million. That's your primary residence.
Yep.
And then you have a second home in
Flagstaff.
That's like a couple hours away in the mountains to get out of the hot Arizona weather.
2 hours.
What's
door to
that
door.
one? How big and what's that one worth?
That one's 3,600 square feet. That one's worth 2.2.
Okay, so you got about $5 million in real estate that you're paying down, correct, over time.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You invest in the stock market, correct?
Yes.
Do you max your 401k out every year?
Maxed out.
How many years have you maxed out your 401k?
Ever since I started with the core and you told me
So
to.
probably 17 years you've maxed out your 401k, correct? Do you invest after the 401k into the stock market?
Yeah, I just follow our simple formula of the S.
And what are some things you like to invest in?
I like the value ones like yourself. So the
Do you like the
S&P.
S&P 500?
Yep.
You like
Costco, Apple, Amazon. Nvidia was the home run of them all.
Nvidia, Apple, Amazon? Do you have Microsoft?
Microsoft,
Do you have Meta and Google?
Meta, Google. Yep.
So you have all the big seven.
Just the Mag 7s. And he's
Why do we like the Mag 7?
consistent. They're big.
Well, their name is magnificent. Isn't that a good word to start with?
That's exactly right.
So if
They
it's
layered well.
magnificent 7, that's pretty magnificent.
How he's out his best in something magnificent.
Right. They all make a lot of money. They all do well. Do I buy occasionally some risky stocks?
Yes.
Because I'm stupid. Why do I do it?
We like to gamble a little bit.
We like to gamble a little bit. Like I was on a cruise last week in Alaska, and I gambled a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I was on a 7-day cruise, and I lost $5,000. Am I mad at myself?
That is not too bad, is it?
It's not too bad, is it? So I set myself up for $1,000 a day. Simple. I'm coming to Phoenix. I'm staying at Talking Stick. I'll gamble a little Sunday night. I'll have $1,000 limit, and I'll gamble. Hopefully, you'll come down Sunday night. We'll hang out for an hour and smoke on the patio. I'll gamble a little bit. Monday, I'll see my office. Lizzie Hoffer, one of my branches, is in Scottsdale, about probably a half hour from you. I'll visit with her. She only has 2 loan reps, Eric and Abraham, so I'll visit with them. We'll do a realtor happy hour with about 100 realtors. I'll teach them about how to get business, and I'll try and reel in 5 students. What will I try to find out of the 100?
5 students.
Because I'm looking for needles in a haystack. What am I looking for?
That's right. Needles in a haystack.
I'm looking for people that do over 20 million and they're mad about it. Why do they got to be mad about it?
Because they'll do something about it.
They'll do something about it. They're mad. They're not mad. Like, I'm not looking for any comfortable people. What do I yell at you sometimes about?
Getting comfortable.
That sometimes you get a little comfortable. You agree?
Yeah.
Why is that a bad thing?
Because you're probably going to go backwards if you get comfortable.
Yes, you get comfortable. Now, how motivated are you on a 1 to 10?
I'd say a 10.5.
So you're a
10 over 10.
You're motivated all the time.
Yeah. Well,
cool. Do you think
I am just because you're giving me the what's that?
Do you think you're as motivated as me?
No.
Do you think I'm as motivated as my boss?
No.
Cool. The more motivated you are, the more money you make. Do you agree with that? How do you tell how motivated somebody is?
What's their cash net worth?
No. Outbound activity. How do I measure motivation?
Outbound activity.
Do I have more phone calls than you?
Yes.
Does my boss have more phone calls than me?
Yes.
You have more phone calls than probably everybody that's on this conference call.
Most likely.
You have how many conversations a day?
Gosh, 15 to 20.
I have about 40 a day. I asked my boss the other day how many texts he does a day, 200. How many conversations does he have a day? 60. I'm like, how do you get it all done? And that's exactly what you asked me. You agree?
Monster. Yeah.
Now, let me tell you the secret. You want to know how we get more done than you do?
How?
We have more layers of people handling the work. Like, I sit down and do a podcast. The lights are on, the camera's going, the guy will edit it, the guy will put it out. You got a lot of work involved in your podcast and your videos, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
So, my mortgage department, I got ops managers, I got processors, I got LP1s, I got admin, I got loan reps. So, as you get bigger, you get to focus on 2 things, selling and coaching. What do I focus on?
Selling and coaching.
Is that all you focus on is selling and coaching, or do you have a lot more than that?
No, I have more than that.
Is selling and coaching a maximum activity or a minimum activity?
Maximum.
For you, it's maximum. The majority of your time is selling and coaching?
Oh, for sure.
Cool.
It's just not all the time like yours is.
Just so you know, as you get bigger, you get to hire more people to do more of the necessary work so you can do more of the big money work, which is retaining clients and acquiring new clients. Where are you better, retaining or acquiring?
Gosh, I'd say retaining.
Cool. By what % are you better at retaining than acquiring?
80%.
So you're 80% retaining, 20% acquiring?
Mm-hmm.
What would I like you to change now that I'm personally coaching you this semester? What are we working on?
Flip that.
No, maybe get it to 60% retention. Like, listen, when you have a big business, when you have a big business like me and you, most of your time is retaining your clients. Do you agree with that? Like,
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you that most of my time is acquiring. Most of my time is retaining. I spend about 70% of my time retaining, about 30% of my time acquiring. You probably spend your time 40, 20, and 40% doing non-sales work.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably spend 5% of my time doing non-sales or coaching activities. I bet you spend 30 or 40% of your time in non-sales or coaching activities.
I'd say that, yeah.
So as you get bigger and you build more team members, they can take more of that work.
Work
So
on
like,
taking that.
so I look at like what you can directly do, what you can indirectly have people do, and leverage is when they can do what you do. Does that make sense?
That's a good point. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What is your long-term plan over the next, how old are you?
52.
So at 52, I'm 64. I'm looking at my life thinking, what do I want to do for the next 5 years? I want to coach and I want to run my little mortgage group. That's what I want to do. I want to coach mortgage and real estate people. I want to run my mortgage group. Any change that I want to make, I want to start managing wealthy people's money. So I have about 10 wealthy people that want me to manage their money. I'm at about 17% year to date. The stock market's up about 10%. I normally beat the market by a couple points. So I have some friends who want me to start managing their money. So I might become like a family fund and manage like, I don't know, I might manage $2 or $3 billion worth of money. Just a bunch of people that have, 50 to 100 million. Does that make sense?
Solid.
So
Yeah.
what are you going to do over the next 5 years?
Gosh, I think mine, you and I have talked, I've got 2 and now a 3rd MLA coming on. So bringing up the next round to help those people and get them in.
Over the next 5 years, you're going to add 5 salespeople?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Stabilize your business at 20 closings?
Yeah. Get to 10.
Doing more with me over the next 5 years, correct?
And then doing more coaching. Yeah.
Like you're running my subscription. Tell everybody about our subscription we're putting out.
God, imagine having a place where you can just plug in 24/7 into all the content that the core has and have our systems and processes and forms and scripts and just all at your fingertips.
Plus access to our community, right? Where they're all interacting and talking among each other. That's our core locker room or our core club. What's the cost for somebody to get in that?
$99.
Cancelable at any time?
Anytime. No contract.
Anytime they can sign up, anytime they can. How much
You don't like it,
content
quit.
can they get to?
Well, all of it, but hundreds and hundreds of videos.
Hours and hours and hours of trainings and coaching and sales training and team training and how to hire a team, what to pay a team, how to sell. We cover everything, don't we?
See the exact playbook for everything.
Now, do I like it simple?
Very simple.
Very simple. What do most of my coaches and clients do?
Make it complex.
Make it complex. So life is really simple. You agree?
It sure is.
Cool. Love God.
Good Lord, show that
People
to
get paid
people.
a lot of money. What are the 3 big ones?
What was that?
Love God, love people, get paid a lot of money. What are the 3 Rick Ruby big ones?
Love God, love people, and make people a lot of money.
No, get paid a lot of money.
Get paid a lot of money.
By making people a lot of money. But I'm just telling you, I'm just loving that we've been doing it for 15 years. I believe relationships have a beginning, a middle, and an end. When would I like mine and yours to end?
At our death.
My death. You're too young to die. My death. I'd like our relationship dead. I'd like you to be there, giving my eulogy about all my friends, talking about all the times I hammered you and challenged you and pushed you. Listen, I'm loving our journey together. I hope we do it a long time. And I want you to know you're helping a lot of people in the mortgage and real estate business, being a coach for me. I appreciate everything you do. I'm honored to have you on my team. I think you're an example that everybody can look at and say, this is a guy that's just a really good Christian, a really good husband, really good shape, really good earner, cool looking. You got it going on, buddy, and I appreciate you. Last thoughts for our audience.
Well, I just appreciate the opportunity. It's not many places where you can go and get the open playbook. A lot of people gatekeep their information, and so it's nice that it's all just out there for everybody. You keep it super simple. You don't hide anything, and I think the ultimate form of love is actually discipline and giving people the accountability to sticking to the plan.
That comes from your martial arts stuff there. That's some Eastern philosophy, kung fu mentality, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's even in the Bible where they talk
love is discipline. You agree with that?
Love is discipline.
It is in the Bible, and it is in all the Eastern philosophies, and it is in all the martial arts.
It's everywhere.
Love is discipline. Do you think most people believe that?
No.
Cool. And what are most people lacking?
Discipline.
Because they're really lacking what?
Love.
That's the truth. So Yeah, Greg, I appreciate you. It's great having you on the journey. You all need to go join the core club. Greg and Julie Johnson are running it. They're the faces of it because I'm not really an internet guy, and we put the best guys on it. Thank you, Greg, for being on my team. Thank you for being on the podcast. Everybody else, go out there, cater to your clients, make a lot of money, and have a really good life. Rick Ruby, Street Smart Millionaire, over and out. You have the normal people that want to break records. They have to be directed. They have to be under authority to win. You all have a little talent, and it will take you a little ways. But if you're directed and you follow an exact GPS and you follow an exact play with accountability, your limits are unlimited.
Your competition is harder right now. They're smarter, they're more talented, and the ones that are going to survive, the ones that are going to make it through, are the ones that what Rick talked about earlier. Always be directed.